Hey everyone, it's Marco here from the Droid Goblin channel, and if you're looking for the best expense tracking app or money tracking app for your Android device, you've come to the right place. Let us begin with today's new video. First up, we have Monify by Monify app. Just the free version alone simply blew me away. You'll instantly be attracted to its incredibly beautiful user interface with its soft pastel colors and stencil-like icons, and then keep coming back due to its useful functions. One of the things I like most about Monify app though was its ease of use. The main page displays all of your expenses for the day, week, month or year, and the pie chart lets you know straight away where all your money is going. Adding both expenses and income are a breeze, as you can simply tap the large buttons at the bottom and you're all good to go. Yes, it does come with a calculator too, a feature I always look for when choosing an expense tracking app, as sometimes I don't want to always switch back and forth between my standard stock calculator that comes with my phone. Naturally, you can also change the date and choose your category when adding a transaction, but you must also take note that you can unlock the paid version either by paying for it in the Play Store or simply allowing the app to show you some ads. It's entirely up to you. The Pro version though allows you to add in more categories and include a passcode to keep those prying eyes away. Yes, it doesn't have a recurring income or expense option, and yes, it doesn't have a reminder tool, but I feel that these will be added soon in updates. What you do get though is a budget mode, an extremely impressive carryover mode that I don't see very often, Dropbox sync, as well as incredibly well-designed widgets. Honestly, these widgets are just amazing, probably the best I've ever seen in most apps actually. But in the end, Monify is great if you simply want an app to track your expenses and help stick to a budget, all in a clean, elegant way. Another light and easy to use expense tracking app is Expense Manager by Marcus Hintersteiner. If you want an app that's so clean it's almost skeletal, but at the same time comes with features you'd really find useful, then this app may be for you. The free version is great, but I recommend upgrading to the Pro one if you want some income management as well as more detailed statistics, which I might add look amazing. Focusing on that dashboard though, you can easily see how much money is going in and out of your wallet and which category is the biggest culprit. Adding expenses or income is incredibly simple, and even though there's no calculator, I still like the fact that it's just so super easy. I don't really take photos of my receipts, and I like that you can literally add in any category that you want, so I wasn't too harsh over here. The budget area is also pretty detailed, allowing you to set limits per category, and you can easily see if you're about to run out. The distribution menu is also very clean, however it's the statistics feature that takes the cake for me. Again, following that bare bone user interface, it gives you unique visuals of your monthly performance, your daily performance of running charges, and a pie chart of your overheads and running charges. I didn't see this very often, so it got good points in this area. In short, Expense Manager is an app that is for someone who wants a clean, and let me reinstate that, a clean user interface to track their transactions, but still comes with some extra features that you don't find in other expense tracking apps, but are still very useful. Now, how could I have a list like this without including Expensify? I mean, if all the apps here were students studying accountancy in a university, Expensify would be their professor, who knows everything, but sometimes shows up drunk to class. Yes, Expensify is the granddaddy of keeping track of all your expenses. However, the app is more focused on businessmen and women, who travel frequently and like to keep immensely detailed reports on all their known whereabouts. 4 categories break up the way that you can record your transactions. First is by distance, so for example you want to track how much you're spending on fuel, you can add in an amount every time you fill up, or how far you went in a taxi as well. Then there's Smart Scan, a very noteworthy feature, which even though I couldn't really get to work as I don't think it's very fond of the Thai language, lets you scan a receipt whereby all the data from that receipt will then be recorded. Super simple. Then there's a good old receipt option, where you'll notice it focuses more on the merchant name and the receipt rather than anything else. But what's neat is that you can still add tags, not just categories, and you can make it billable and reimbursable too. Then lastly, there's the expense tracking for time. Also handy if someone is charging you by an hourly rate. Expensify truly shines through its report section, which if you're using the desktop version is extremely handy, and you'll probably find yourself using it more on your desktop rather than your phone. Here you can sort or send it either to your employer or simply keep it for your own benefit. You can even sync up your flights in the trip section, which as I mentioned, if you're a frequent flyer, you'll find extremely handy. Yes, as you can tell by now, Expensify is strictly business. If you're a company, trust me, you want to be getting this app. It's probably the only way that you're going to get some fun out of tracking all of your expenses. Next on the list is Daily Expense Money Manager by Gulak. Now, some may find this app a little too in-depth, but if you want to get serious about tracking your money, then this app is for you. Having a look at the dashboard, you can instantly see there's a lot going on here, even though the UI is still very clean. Tapping the add button lets you add a transaction, but just look at the detail here. You can add the amount, the category, and even the time you did the transaction. But then Daily Expense Money Manager goes that extra mile by letting you add a photo, a location, tagging a person, and even adding the warranty option, something very rare in these finance apps. More features include an extremely detailed history of your transactions, letting you break down transactions down to the very category and even subcategory levels. Recurring transactions and reminders are also included, budgets for all or just some of your categories, and even transfers between multiple accounts. Yep, that's right, you can now get multiple accounts, multiple currencies, and even multiple reports in an Excel format. Trust me, this app has it all. Daily Expense Money Manager is for the hardcore money trackers out there. Don't be scared off though, the app is still very clean, easy to use, and upgrading to that affordable Pro version will simply take your savings to a whole new level. And then probably my ultimate expense tracking app, Money Lover by Zoo Studio. Now trust me, I've been through a lot of money tracking apps over the past few weeks, and this one seemed to just simply tick all of the right boxes. First up, the design is incredibly clean. Yes, it may not be as flashy as some of the other apps, but it does come with UI that is very visually responsive. By that I mean the icons are easy to distinguish, the notification center stands out if say you have a budget that is running low, and adding a transaction is quick, but at the same time lets you add in a whole range of features without making it feel like a chore. Amongst all the distinguishable features though, one that really stuck out for me was the events function, which basically say if I'm going to South Korea, I add this in my events, and then when I'm there, I can say set a budget, and everything that I buy in South Korea, I added in this event. That's allowing me to easily track how much I've spent on that holiday. I think the moment I realized it became the best was in that notification feature, right there in your notification bar. Some people may find it annoying, but after using quite a number of expense tracking apps, I found myself forgetting to record a transaction even though I had a reminder for it, say, later in the day. So every time I would check, say, my messages or my notifications every so often, I'd find myself adding a notification too, and that to me was vitally important. Next was the amount of features that this app comes with. The option to easily view the people you owe money to, easily see where your expenses are going over time or by category, the ability to add in subcategories with neat flat icons to back you up, and an extremely detailed budget and saving options that at the same time are still easy to use, all make this app the ultimate in expense tracking. So in conclusion, Money Lover for me just was the best of both worlds. It came with everything I needed and nothing more. I found it easy to use and tracked everything that I needed. So if you're like me and you want something simple but at the same time very detailed, then go give it a try today. So thanks very much guys for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, don't forget to leave a thumbs up as well. So please subscribe to the Droid Goblin channel if you haven't already. If you're using an expense tracking app that I'm probably not aware of, then please let me know in the comment section. Just for me, Money Lover seemed to tick all the right boxes. But that concludes today's video. My name is Marco from the Droid Goblin channel, and I'll see you guys next video.